Advocate, good evening. Thank you very much for your time. So, Free State, it seems, is top of the class. Tell us about the results for the province.
As a Free State, we actually got 85.1% pass rate for the NSC 2020 results.
How does that compare to the province from last year?
We have slightly regressed, like everyone, as you would see, because of the, COVID and everything that went with it. It was quite a turbulent year. We regressed by 2%.
Sorry, I missed that. The line dropped out. You regressed by how much?
Quite, negligible. If you regressed by 3.2%, because we were 88.7% last year. But when we look at the bigger scheme of things, this was quite negligible because we had a very strong cohort. We believe that these learners on their own, they could have actually passed had COVID not happened. We believe that this is 1 year where we would have breached the 90% mark with both progressed and promoted learners. So these learners, I'm so proud of them. I think they paid the ultimate price, but they made sure that they engulf themselves in glory and make sure that they come out tops. We are not necessarily, concerned as who is number one or number two. We're just concerned with making sure that we save these learners. Because as you can see, the results of the Free State are anchored by poor children. The majority of our learners, over 90% of our learners who contribute to our results are from quintile 1 to quintile 3 schools. The material conditions on the ground, any school will produce good results.
Just explain what that means, quintile 1 and 3.
These are no fee paying schools. These are schools that are relying on government subsidy. You would also hear that we are number one in the country in supporting those learners. The majority of our results are anchored by those learners. They are in the majority because we've got fewer private schools. So the reality is we have been able to make sure that we rescue our children because education is the only true weapon we can use to defeat the triple burden of unemployment, poverty, and rampant inequalities that is engulfing our social system.
Advocate, this is extraordinary. It's incredibly good news, not only for the province, but also for other schools that are under-resourced, that are poor. We have been hearing all through last year how children living in rural areas, children without access to data are really going to fall behind. But what I'm hearing from you is that children in exactly that group in the Free State, you were able to make a plan for them?
We made sure that we protect the underdog. We made sure that we put our best forward, our best feet forward. Now, it is engulfed in our strategies in supporting learners. We made sure that irrespective of their personal circumstances, we protect them. We make sure that we give them pedagogy. We've got an excellent brigade of fearless teachers who faced the storm, even though we lost 66 teachers due to COVID. They never relented. They made sure that they protect these learners. And we also had a strong support of our parents and also our SGB formations, as well as our SMTs and then our DMTs, subject advisors. We spent time with them. We made sure that we literally walked them into the classroom.
Advocate, this is astonishing, and it really is testament to, I think, potentially some great leadership, and it sounds like a very organised team of people. What are the big lessons about educating children in such a difficult year that have really stood you in good stead in the past year?
I think it just became mind over matter. We just had to pay the ultimate sacrifice by putting our learners ahead of us and making sure that we galvanize the future for them. This is what we are good at. We are good at supporting our learners against all odds. You come to the Free State, you'll be humbled by our tenacity. You'll be humbled by the kind of learners that we have. They fully have to do a self-introspection, look around and see that the terrain is not favorable to them. Education is their only salvation. So we are good at making sure that they become part of the broader team, and we are a dependable support structure. And kudos to our teaching formations and subject advisors, principals with a never say die attitude. And we understand in the Free State that life is never about what we deserve. It's always about what we get. We got 85.1%. And in my book, that's what we deserve.
That is remarkable. What is your message to matrics of 2020 who perhaps haven't achieved what they wanted? How are you going to support them in the year ahead?
We're going to make sure that we treat them like the first-time writers. We are going to ensure that we actually, gather all our resources to make sure that we salvage them. Those will write a supplementary, they will write supplementary examination, and those that will actually write probably in June will also support them likewise. Every learner matters, irrespective of their personal circumstances. We just have to make sure that we invest in each and every one of them without exception.
What a remarkable success story, and thank you so much for chatting to us this evening. That was Advocate Tsoarelo Malakoane, Head of the Education Department in the Free State. And let me just remind you that the Free State is the top performing province, 85.1% pass rate. Yes, it's still down from the previous year, I think of 88.7%, so it's over 3 percentage points down, but still a remarkable achievement.